Just a show of hands, who all had their last day of school today or this week? Anyone? Congrats, right? Congratulations to everybody in the space. Hi, my name is Dr. Carlton Smith. I serve as the Director of Multicultural Affairs at UNC Asheville, as well as a board member of the MLK Association here for Buncombe County. I will be serving as your Master of Ceremonies, and I've also served as the Scholarship Chair for that organization as well. So welcome one and all, welcome graduates, welcome family members, welcome loved ones, welcome distinguished guests, and welcome speakers to our 2024 scholarship ceremony. We are so excited to get to honor you all today and to give you this chance to shine and to just highlight all of the achievements and all of the work that you all have put in. And that way we can also be here to celebrate you as you go on to your next journey. We have a very packed program today. We actually have a guest speaker with us. We're going to go over some of the awards and hand out those scholarships, but really this is just a time to celebrate you all. That said, I do want to introduce our speaker today, Mr. Martin Moore, who is a graduate of UNC Chapel Hill through their political science program and their philosophy double major. It's always good to see another government major in the building. A graduate of the UNC School of Law, where he focused on First Amendment law in the First Amendment Law Journal, as well as serving as a case manager for the Innocence Project. During his time as the county commissioner, he served as the chair for the Early Childhood Education Committee, as well as a member of the Justice Resource Advisory Council. He also owns and operates the law offices of Martin E. Moore, an appellate law and mediation practice, where they received the 2024 Best Lawyers in America Ones to Watch Honoree Award, as well as the 2023 Pro Bono Honor Society recognition from the NC Bar Association. In terms of community service, Martin serves as the chair of the Open Doors of Asheville, which is an education and tutoring support service for Black students, as well as serving as a volunteer attorney at Helpmate, which supports victims of domestic violence. And most recently, Martin is our Democratic nominee for the North Carolina Court of Appeals. Please give a warm round of applause and warm welcome to Martin Moore.
Well, good afternoon. I thank Dr. Smith for that very kind and flattering introduction. And thank you to the Martin Luther King Association and all the folks who are here today to help us celebrate and allow me to share a few words about the next generation of leaders in our community. These young, great black minds in our community, awarding these folks with deserving scholarships has been a privilege to watch, to hear the work that has been done on all of this. The work that this group has done and the commitment to our community has been nothing short of admirable. It always is difficult when you attend an event that's named after one of our country's great heroes. And Dr. Martin Luther King's impact is so profound because I thought to myself, I was giving another speech across the state, and just thinking about what it means to have a legacy that transcends not just your lifetime, but I truly hope will never, ever go down as forgotten in history. So to that end, and because Dr. King left us with a bevy of really compelling, deep speeches and deep moments, it feels appropriate to offer one of his quotes while talking about education in our community. And one of the ones that felt most appropriate for me was this: the function of education is to teach one to think intensively and to think critically. Intelligence plus character, that is the goal of true education. And I can't envision a time more than the present in which this statement rings true, especially in the state of North Carolina. Education and quality public schools remain at the forefront of our community conversation and as critical as they were in 1962. And at a time where our community depends heavily upon education as that generation-changing equalizer, that shining hope for a better life for all of us, we have to also remember to celebrate the students who have earned the right to be in these schools and for whom we build these schools, because the students are what we do this for. And I'm proud to be a part of this event where we honor those young men and women who are pursuing that education. We're not just depending on these students to go in this room to go on, and our scholarship recipients to go on and become great lawyers, doctors, scholars, and politicians. We're supporting the next generation of leaders with character, and that's what I'm most proud of. I'm a proud public school graduate, as you heard. All of my K through 12 learning, all of my undergrad and law school was done in public schools. And I'll tell you, I'm grateful for all of those experiences, all of the accolades, and all the things that gave me. But the lessons that I remember most are the lessons of character. I cherish those moments that taught me to be a good man. And the moments where my mentors challenged me to understand what it means to pursue a career in pursuit of something higher than oneself. something that would bring change not just to my life and for my family's benefit, but for every person in my community. And most of all, to never forget where I came from. I'll share with you, because you'll never hear a lawyer go without talking about law school or how hard it is or how terrible lawyers are, that one of my constitutional law professors was one of the most profound moments in helping me find my path to public service and why I feel so strongly about public education as a means for these young folks to pursue their dreams, whatever they may be. And it was one of my professors, my constitutional law professor, Gene Nickel, who at the time ran the UNC Center on Poverty. Every class was a challenge. There was entirely too much reading. I think I can say that because he's not here. I spent a lot of time focusing on how I best take on the hardest class of my life. And it occurred to me that it was more than just memorizing 30 pages a night. It was more than just being able to argue over 1950s case law. But it was the personal challenge that he issued to each one of us that forced me to be the best attorney that I could be. He challenged us, a challenge to question the status quo in our community, a challenge to question the status quo in our state, to refuse to accept decisions as moral simply because an authority figure told us this is how things are and this is how they have to be. A challenge to research and work and fight until that just outcome that we all believe in was finally achieved. So when I came home from law school on my winter break, in my final year, and told my parents that I wanted to start my career as a public defender, I swear that my mother lost all the color in her face. And I don't know if any of y'all have ever disappointed your parents once or twice in your life. I have. But after those 5 minutes of discussing how much money we spent on schooling, she gave me a hug, and my father, who was a teacher all of his life, came to me and told me that they were proud of me for pursuing a path that wasn't about me. And fortunately, I have served as a public defender, and then I moved on to private practice, where I did recoup, and thank you, Mom, for encouraging me to make that money. And now serving and having the privilege of serving as a county commissioner and judicial candidate, I found that public service is a privilege, that my education was a privilege, and one that we're called to by the work that we do and by the commitment that we make by choosing to prioritize education in our lives. Not just because we're educated, not just because we have opportunity or scholarships or the means to do this, but because we've been taught to be men and women of sufficient character to know that our community is worth every single sacrifice. We live in a time where barriers to equal education and quality education are significant. I don't have to tell you all that. Every person in this room knows how difficult it can be in our schools. Every person in this room knows what it means to face uphill odds when fighting the system. But I believe that's a significant part of why the Martin Luther King Association holds these scholarship award ceremonies. So we never forget the importance of education in our work to honor our future leaders and enable them to achieve their dreams, but also to play a role in pursuing the perpetuation of Dr. King's dream. It's not a legal speech unless I quote to you something very official, but I stole the charter for a moment from the Martin Luther King Association, and I think there's power in a lot of the words that are written there. Because the charter, for those of you who have not served on a nonprofit, please raise your hand and I'll recruit you for one. The charter ends up being a guiding document for us. It's a signal of your values and what's important to you. And I found it fascinating. There's a specific part of this association's corporate charter that I really appreciated. One of the key goals is to promote the development of character, integrity, leadership, and scholarship of young people of Buncombe County and Western North Carolina, so that they will become better equipped to understand diversity issues and accept the mantle of community leadership. And that last clause hit me powerfully. The mantle of community leadership. The responsibility and duty of service to one's community. The trust that your community places in you to lead in whatever field or career path you're called to use your gifts not solely for personal gain, but to accept the responsibility of putting others first, to uplift people around you. Dr. King understood what it meant to put others first. He understood what it meant to put your personal goals on hold in the name of rising together as a community, and his fight for his dream that put his family at risk and ultimately he sacrificed his life for. His dream and the dream that we inherited did not stop in his lifetime, but is honored by the work that we're doing here, that the Martin Luther King Association does here in our community to not ever let our country sink back into the hatred, the division, and the pain that Dr. King spent his entire life fighting against. That same dream is entrusted to our scholarship recipients and all the young leaders sitting in our community. That faith that we place in you as our scholarship recipients is not solely about your academic abilities or your leadership potential, but it is a prayer in your character. A hope that as we fight in the present, you will usher us into a future that will far exceed the wildest dreams of what we in the present believe we can accomplish. And I'll say that's no small thing. I have very high expectations for myself. But I think the future rests with the folks who are going to be receiving these awards today. It's a prayer that this symbolic investment in you will in turn give you the tools to further perpetuate Dr. King's dream and will yield returns in the form of a better world that future generations can come to enjoy. I'm honored to be present with each and every one of you today, grateful to live in a community that comes together to celebrate our collective trust in the intelligence and character of our scholarship recipients. So to my community, I say thank you. To our scholarship recipients, I say I can't wait to see what you'll accomplish. Look forward to it. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Martin. Thank you for those powerful words. Then up next, we want to acknowledge the people that helped make this event possible. So one of the first things I want to make sure we do is give a big round of applause to not only Black Wall Street, but to also Aisha Adams Media Production for their work today in recording and the audio and just the space. So thank you all for that. Number two, any board members in the audience today, if you all could just raise your hands. All right, please give a warm round of applause to them. Without the work of the board, we wouldn't be able to do events like this, so thank you all for that. And I also want to give a round of applause for our judges who may or may not be in the audience today. Dr. Michelle Bedencourt, Dr. Kimberly Nava-Eggett, and myself and we all served as judges reading through various scholarship applications today. Those that can't be here with us, I wanted to thank them too for their time. So. And right before we get to the part that we're all waiting for, graduates, could you please raise your hand so we know where you are? All right, be confident. Y'all just graduated, right? All right, please give a warm round of applause to our graduates. And at this point, I'd like to invite Dr. Orlean Simmons and Dr. Elizabeth Colton to come up and award our scholarship recipients today. And Dr. Orlean Simmons is the president of the MLK Association, and Dr. Elizabeth Colson serves with me as another board member as well.
Thank you so much, Carlton. Dr. Smith. Welcome, everybody. What a great group, and it's so exciting. I have to say, every time we have this scholarship annual event now with the Martin Luther King Association, it's really marvelous. All of our events are marvelous. We encourage you to come to all of them, but this is very special. And as you know, there are a lot of people applying for these scholarships, and y'all, the recipients, are the ones chosen. Very, very special. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read the names. I think they're in alphabetical order. And Dr. Orlean Simmons is going, you come forward when I call out your name. After I read your name, stand up and then come up here. Or why don't you come up here when I call your name and then you're standing here while I'm reading about you. Yeah, and then after I read about you, Orlean will give you the award. And photographs, don't run away. Our very first recipient is Imani Banks. Imani Banks. Imani will be completing their senior year at Asheville High School, where they have been selected to join the National Honor Society as well as the Racial Equity Ambassadors Program. While at Asheville High, Imani has been able to participate in cheerleading, in REAP, Racial Equity Ambassadors Program, and the Black Student Union. Imani plans to attend North Carolina Central University in the fall with a plan to major in psychology with a minor in social work. Congratulations, Imani Banks. Our next recipient is Judy Felipe de la Cruz. Judy Felipe de la Cruz. Judy will be completing their senior year at Buncombe County Early College, where they received both the Spanish Interpreter Series Certification of Completion, wow, and the Photo Voice Certification of Completion. While attending the Buncombe County Early College, Judy participated in Serve to Lead, the City of Asheville Youth Leadership Academy, and the Bank of America Student Leaders Program. Judy has been accepted to the Queen's University of Charlotte, UNC Asheville, and UNC Chapel Hill. Which one are you going to? UNC Asheville? Okay, where Asheville, right? Great. Where they plan to attend, where Judy plans to attend and study biology. Congratulations. Our next recipient is Talon James. Talon will be completing their senior year at T.C. Robertson High School, where they received academic achievements in the following categories: English 3, Math 3, and the Physical Sciences. While attending T.C. Robertson High School, Talon participated in volunteer opportunities with Horizon Summer Camp and their home church, while also joining local social movements. In the fall, Talon plans to attend UNC Charlotte to major in psychology with a minor in elementary education. Congratulations, Talon. Our next recipient is Heaven King. Heaven King will be completing their senior year at Carolina Day School. I think you've completed it. I think I saw your picture in the paper. Heaven completed their senior year at Carolina Day School, where they were selected to join the National Honor Society and received an award for outstanding paper for the year in honors journalism. While attending Carolina Day School, Heaven participated in the Black Student Union, student government, varsity track, field, and volleyball, among other activities. Heaven has been accepted to Elon University, UNC Charlotte, and the University of Michigan. Which one are you going to? UNC Charlotte. What? UNC Charlotte? Okay. At UNC Charlotte, she'll be majoring in kinesiology, exercise sciences, with a minor in sports management. Congratulations, Heaven. Our next recipient is Eden Mosley. Eden Mosley also has completed their senior year at Carolina Day. I saw your picture too. Where they were selected for membership into the Highlander Society for their over 100 hours of community service. While attending Carolina Day School, Eden participated in a United Way Fellowship, student government, track and field, and various volunteer opportunities. Eden has been accepted into Western Carolina University, North Carolina A&T, UNC Greensboro, UNC Charlotte, and the University of Memphis. Which one? UNC Charlotte, where with plans to major in nursing and minor in Spanish. Congratulations, Eden. Antonio Stinson is our next. Antonio Stinson will be completing their senior year at Asheville High School, where they received the AVID 11 Honors Award and won the Jason Reynolds Look Both Ways Art Contest. While attending Asheville High School, they have served as a CAYLA mentor, AVID Avid Tutor Mentor, and board member for Open Doors, among other opportunities. Antonio has been accepted into Morehouse College, North Carolina A&T, and UNC Greensboro. And which one are you going to?
North Carolina A&T.
Okay, he's going to North Carolina A&T. With plans to major in acting, great, with a minor in music. Congratulations, Antonio. Our next is Trinity Wheeler. Trinity, hey, congratulations. Trinity Wheeler. Trinity will be completing their senior year at North Buncombe High School, where they were recognized for their academic achievements by being on the A honor roll. While at North Buncombe High School, they served as Beta Club president, varsity soccer captain, and a camp counselor, among other opportunities. In the fall, Trinity will attend UNC Charlotte with plans to major in management. Trinity Wheeler, congratulations. UNC Charlotte is getting a lot of our awardees. Leighton Thomas Johnson. Guess what? Leighton Thomas Johnson is the MLK Association. Leighton, do you know this? This is a big deal. You are the MLK Association Top Scholar and Youth Award winner. Congratulations. Leighton Thomas Johnson is this year's Martin Luther King Association Top Scholar and Youth Award winner. Leighton will be completing their senior year at Christ School, where they were recognized for their academic excellence through membership in the National Honor Society, as well as the Head of School High Honor Roll. While attending Christ School, they served as a leader of the Black Student Union, varsity basketball captain. I've seen your picture in paper. Participated in reparations project and served as the DEI Day coordinator, among other opportunities. In the fall, Leighton plans to attend the Washington University in St. Louis and major in computer science. Congratulations, Leighton. Yeah, and then we'll get them all together. Let me move, we can move this. Let me. There we go. Wonderful. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you all so much. We will now have some closing remarks from Dr. Oralene Simmons, and then We get to celebrate and party a little bit.
Good evening. It gives me great pleasure to extend congratulations to all of our honorees. And on behalf of the Martin Luther King Association of Asheville and Buncombe Counties board members, Dara Rhines, Vanessa Funderburg, David King, Jennifer Nielsen, Sarah Thornburg, Monique Taylor, Jonathan McCoy, Elizabeth Colton, and Carlton Smith. Also, it is our hope that our gift to you this evening will help you to pursue your passions and to make a difference in the world. Thank you, Dr. Carlton Smith, for this splendid program, and to Buncombe County Commissioner Martin Moore for your inspiring speech. We greatly appreciate and thank our community partners, Black Wall Street and Aisha Adams Media Group. Our 2024 sponsors are Mission Hospital, Deerfield Charitable Foundation, Givens Community, Mission Health, AB Tech Community College, Burials Beer, Biltmore Company, Dogwood Trust, and Advent Health. I'd like to say to the honorees, please remember to take your box with you before, after the party, and that is for your trophy to fit in for safekeeping. Thank you to everyone for coming, and congratulations again. And please help yourself to refreshments. And please say congratulations to all of our honorees while you're having your refreshments. Thank you, everyone, for coming.